It's kind of crazy, but I think I might actually be excited for a Call of Duty game for once. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, you'll probably know that the next Call of Duty was announced a few days ago, which is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, this Call of Duty is literally, for me personally, on paper, the most perfect Call of Duty game I could ask for. Because, just to give a little background knowledge, the first actual Call of Duty game I properly played was Call of Duty Black Ops back in 2010, which was 10 years ago now, which is really crazy to think about, the fact that I've been through 10 years of Call of Duty and we're finally back to where it looks like it could be a good game again. I mean, if you were to take anyone's word for being excited for a Call of Duty game, I feel like my opinion has some value. I mean, I'm not exactly the most professional Call of Duty player out there. I don't compete in ranked play or league play or esports or anything, but I'd like to say that I'm a casual Call of Duty player, and I have played every single Call of Duty title since Black Ops, barring maybe Infinite Warfare, because at that point I just didn't, I kind of gave up on Call of Duty. Now, there were a few CODs that I did enjoy. I won't say that I hated every single Call of Duty that has came out in the past 10 years, but ever since maybe Black Ops 2, I kind of lost a lot of interest in Call of Duty. I think Advanced Warfare was the next COD I played the most, purely because my friends played it. It was an alright Call of Duty. I mean, it had a very wacky concept, but for the most part it was an okay Call of Duty. But ever since then I haven't really played a Call of Duty to its full potential. I think I played maybe a few hours of World War II, barely any Black Ops 4. I think I played that for about a month and then gave up. And even Modern Warfare, which was released last year, I was excited for, but I still barely played it, and I don't even think I'm above level maybe 40 in the multiplayer, which is really crazy because back in, like, let's just say the heyday of Call of Duty, Black Ops I was like Prestige 6, MW3 I think I was Prestige 8 or something ridiculous, and those two Call of Duties were where Call of Duty peaked for me. I sort of declined in interest after about Black Ops 2, which was purely because I didn't really enjoy Black Ops 2. I thought the campaign was alright and the zombies was decent, but the multiplayer just didn't feel the same, and after that, Ghosts, because of Grand Theft Auto 5, I barely touched as well. And I think that was really the end of Call of Duty for me for a while. So for me to actually be excited about Call of Duty, I think is a good thing, because if anything, it should make you guys excited too. I mean, you might not know of my existence, but for a, I guess you could say, veteran Call of Duty player who has played before Black Ops 1, I have played COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops was the first real COD, like I've said, that I actually properly enjoyed and played. And I still play Call of Duty Black Ops to this day. Granted, it isn't exactly easy to get in a game, but I still feel that Black Ops is probably the most replayable Call of Duty out there. No matter what game mode you play, you will have fun. Like, the only negative I can think of Black Ops is the fact that the snipers were somewhat inconsistent, and that is it, because literally everything about Black Ops is consistent, and it's where I think COD should stay, and should have stayed, before it branched out into being competitive and whatever. Now, the trailer itself that was released, I think yesterday as I'm recording this, hyped me up, and for me it's crazy to actually be excited for a video game for once, because the last game I was properly excited for was probably Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's a Rockstar title, so I'm going to be excited for a Rockstar title anyway. But apart from Red Dead, I literally don't think I can remember a game I was hyped for since probably Modern Warfare 3, and back then I was, 11, 12 years old, so the fact that I'm actually excited for a game again is a good sign in my opinion. Now, I can't say that everything I've heard about Black Ops Cold War is going to be positive news, because it does seem like skill-based matchmaking is still going to be in the game, which in my eyes is probably the reason Call of Duty isn't as fun as it used to be, because you play these older Call of Duty titles before Advanced Warfare, I think it is, and the multiplayer is fun because you have random players who are all different skill levels, which I think is a perfect balance, because no one's ridiculously overpowered. No one has to play on their top performance just to, go positive, whereas in the most recent Call of Duties, because of skill-based matchmaking, it feels that way, and the way that you have to try every single game, whereas I can jump on Black Ops with my friend and just have a good time. I don't have to try as hard. I will have bad games, I'll have good games, but at the end of the day, I leave a game feeling refreshed and having enjoyed that game. The only negative is if there's like a hacker or something, which that comes with playing such an old game. But I am honestly looking really forward to this new title. For once in my life, I might actually pre-order a Call of Duty game again, because honestly the last few CODs I think I don't even buy on release. Now, I probably won't play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on the old consoles when the new consoles come out, so if I have to wait a few weeks, I'll probably end up doing that, just because I'm not going to fork out another £10 or whatever just to play a few weeks early. To be honest, it's just not worth it for me. But I'm actually excited because it's got to the point where Cold War looks like a Call of Duty where I might actually end up going to my local game shop at midnight to buy. And I've never done that because obviously when I played Call of Duty I was, to be honest, too young to actually play the game. But I've never bought a Call of Duty on release. I think ever since I turned 18, the last COD I bought recent was probably Black Ops 4, which I bought maybe a month after it released, but that was only because I was somewhat excited, but I wasn't hyped like I'm hyped now. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer, I do recommend that you watch it and get your opinion on it, because obviously this comes from someone who has quite a lot of bias towards the Cold War era and Black Ops in general, the Black Ops series, because that's where my Call of Duty experience really began. But honestly, the Cold War Call of Duty I think is where COD excels at the most, because the Modern Warfare series is good, don't get me wrong, but I just feel it's a bit like it doesn't have such an impacting story in my eyes, because a lot of the combat isn't really based off history, whereas Black Ops series, well, Black Ops 1 seems to be pretty accurate, so, and Black Ops Cold War is also looking to be historically accurate, which always makes a good story in my opinion, because it hits you where it hurts. And to be fair, the recent Modern Warfare game did have a decent story, but it was nowhere near good enough for what a Call of Duty game should be. So honestly, this new Call of Duty, I just thought I'd make a little video saying how excited I am for Call of Duty for once. It really surprised me how excited I actually am, but I've watched that trailer maybe 5 times already, and I keep rewatching it every day just because I am hyped. And a lot of this has stemmed from just because I know quite a bit about the Cold War, and I've watched TV shows such as like Deutschland 83 and 86, which also piqued my interest even more, maybe want to go back to the 80s, which is literally when this new Call of Duty is based, which is amazing. And obviously a lot of the game will be different. It'll be probably a new engine because it's a new console. So this whole Call of Duty could either be, it could save the series or it could continue the stagnation of Call of Duty. Now, we will have to wait and see what happens, and the multiplayer reveal isn't until the 9th, so that will be my maybe more conclusive decision on how I think the new COD will be, because there are a few areas that I wish weren't in the game which have been leaked, but obviously we have to wait and see until the game comes out because we can't judge it just on cinematic trailers. But for the most part I am excited, which is great because I never get excited about things really. Like, I kind of got into that stage where I play video games just because I play them and I don't have a real connection to them, and I haven't enjoyed a game really since, like I said, Red Dead 2, which was such a massive game. It was obviously going to be somewhat successful and I was going to enjoy it, because even though I didn't play much of the original Red Dead, I still had high hopes and I guess hype for a game, which I haven't had for ages. So I'm glad that I feel this way about a video game again for once. Now, that might sound really sad to you, but to be honest, I just can't wait for this game to come out. If you guys would want to see like a campaign walkthrough or I guess a series for the new COD, I will probably do that because I want to actually play this game. Like, I can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, I probably won't pre-order it yet, just because I don't know what's actually coming, and I'll probably wait for a few more reveals, because it could all end up being negative news on the 9th, but we will have to see what happens. But until then, I'm going to keep being hyped, because Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is looking to be a really good time. And honestly, after playing Black Ops recently, I really realised what I wanted from a Call of Duty game, and this seems to be it. This is the perfect title for me, and I hope that a lot of people, like veteran players such as myself, will find that Call of Duty can be fun again, because we just don't want a game that's highly reliant on skill, and you can just play a game for fun, which is not completely out there, and it is somewhat serious but not completely tactical, because that is another reason Modern Warfare in my eyes was kind of a flop, because the amount of tactical things that they added into the game, like leaning, opening doors, all this tactical gameplay which just shouldn't be in a Call of Duty game. I just hope that none of that is in Black Ops Cold War, because we want a game that is, well, I want a game that is just going to be something I can come home from university and play and enjoy and not have to think too much about it. And I don't want to have to feel obliged to play the game. I want to actually enjoy the game. Now, obviously, because it's on a new title, that gives it even more excitement, I guess, but I just can't wait, and honestly looking forward to it. And the reception from the fans and the community does seem to be somewhat positive, so I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I can't wait, and I hope to see a lot of Call of Duty praise on this channel in the future. But this has been Sir Benito, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help, because we are trying to push for that 10k mark. We are almost 1,000 subscribers away, which is still quite a massive mountain to climb, but I think we can get there by the end of the year at least. So let's do this, guys, and bring on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.